wish he would have been in the bubble this year, but I mean that wouldn't made much of a difference because they went undefeated anyway.
Doing what he's supposed to do, he's being a team player. He's not the number one option to me.
So I just think that the whole offense should revolve around Anthony Davis.
Welcome to this episode of the Tell It How You See It podcast. You know what time it is when you see this guy. It's time to talk some NBA basketball, man. It's time to get back into it. NBA season starts back on the 22nd. Draft done dropped. Free agency done dropped. It's time to talk about some of these transactions that done happened. First, we're going to start with the NBA draft, man. This is Jarvis Francis, man. Biggest Lakers fan I know. About to get this thing started. We're gonna get started with the Anthony Davis pick to Minnesota. What kind of fit do you think that is?
I think it's awesome, to be honest with you. Honestly, I think my only downfall or thought process is he gonna commit to really building himself, building his career to be that next legend? I think that's the biggest concern that I have. I think it's great. He lost his mother and his grandmother during the same month. Rest in peace. But ultimately, he got to this league. He's in this position. Came out of Georgia. I want to see what he does in these first 3 years. Is he really focused on building his career from that standpoint? I like the pick though.
I like him, man. He's physical. He got that physicality from that football background. He's 6'6". 2 guard. He's from the A, so I got a little bias.
I'm going to take away from him being from the A, but he has an NBA-ready body already.
Right.
We always question people like this that have freaky athleticism. Can they hit the knockdown?
Just hope you don't be no Andrew Wiggins, man. We just hope not for that.
Yeah. I will tell you guys. I'll tell you all the viewers this today. Andrew Wiggins, I thought in my mind would be the next Michael Jordan, but he's soft. When you're soft, you can it doesn't matter how much talent you have. When you're soft, you're soft.
Right. You ain't got the mentality to get it set to that level. But that was a good pick, man. I think for Minnesota, man. They got Karl Anthony Towns and they got D'Angelo Russell. So we'll see what they do with that squad down there, man. I still think they won't make the playoffs with that squad, but we'll see in the future. Might be a future playoff team. But we're gonna move on to number 2, and that was the James Wiseman pick to the Golden State Warriors.
I love this pick too. I actually think the best thing that happened to James Wiseman was COVID-19. In all honesty, he got suspended for the year for his relationship with Penny Hardaway. It goes further than just basketball. So, I didn't have an opportunity or issue with that relationship. But again, it was against collegiate sports policies, so it's a violation. So therefore, he got suspended.
But at
the end of the day, he's 7'1". Being that tall, having left-handed, growing with Penny Hardaway, I think he's going to actually do well in Golden State. Golden State has a structure. They have a quality team. Sad to see Clay go down a second year in a row, but you still have Steph. You have Draymond. You have Wiseman. And then they picked up Kelly Oubre. So with those pieces, Wiggins. I think, and I forgot Andrew Wiggins right there. I think Wiseman has an opportunity for the first half of the season to grow. And all he needs to do is play defense and block shots the first half of the season and let his offensive game come to him when he gets there. So therefore, in the first 2-3 years, I think this guy is going to be a dominant factor. If it's even not offensively, I can see him being huge defensively as well as blocking shots. Think about Dwight Howard. And if you can get that point guard type mindset, if Steph changes his game just a bit, this could be an easy dribble, drive, oop type player.
Steph gonna set him up right. He gonna set him up right. James Wiseman got all the talent in the world, man. He's my favorite player in this draft. He's 7 foot. He reminds me of Chris Bosh, but a bigger version. Hopefully he does better than Chris Bosh in the future. man.
But we can't knock Chris Bosh's career. You think about that portion of his career in Toronto.
Oh, that Toronto Chris Bosh, I love that.
It was amazing. Even with the blood clots and his career ending shortly, like you gotta think what he did in Miami. He still won 2
I don't like what he did in Miami. I like what he did on defense in Miami.
Hey.
He was better defender than.
I just think if you look at Chris Bosh's career on paper, I think he had a solid career. It's not the legendary career that you once thought that he would have when he came out of Toronto. But again, he was a piece. He was that third piece.
24 and 12 when he came out.
Hey, he was a third piece to that championship run in Miami.
They needed him because they didn't have no bigs. But we're gonna move on to the I just talk about LaMelo Ball and Charlotte Hornets.
I told somebody this yesterday that this is going to be the pick that, hey, he might be a dud, but damn it, I love this pick. I think LaMelo is amazing, very Aki, different type of player. You've never seen it, but one thing that I do want to appreciate right now on this show is LeVar Ball. Being the father to have 2 children, being the top three? Top 3 picks. You got
2 and 3.
Lonzo was number 2, LaMelo's number 3, and to be honest with you, it could have been interchangeable. If somebody else was number 1, LaMelo could have easily been number 1, but I think he matured a lot playing in these different settings, seeing the turmoils that his older brother went through, and I think the difference between Lonzo and LaMelo is Lonzo is a better passer, he's better defensively, but ultimately LaMelo's got that attitude.
I think they're about the same as far as passing, I think.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, LaMelo has that attitude like, hey, ain't nobody alive better than me. And Lonzo's very timid. So I want to see what LaMelo can do. I think he's with the right organization.
He's going to be better than Lonzo?
I don't know. I think Lonzo could be better than what he is if his personality was different, but I appreciate...
Can't change personality.
Oh, I want to see what Michael Jordan does with LaMelo. And I know Michael Jordan's not very hands-on with this team. He is, but he's not in regards to player development. He doesn't take anybody under his wing. He will check them. He's very aggressive about how they play. But again, if he sees LaMelo, if he can get that, hey, I'm young, I'm jokey, I'm flashy out of LaMelo, what type of player does
That's what they
LaMelo
got him for,
play?
I think, man. They got him for box office now.
Hey, I mean, he's going to make some money for the Hornets. And Jordan, if you look at what he paid for the Hornets and what it's worth right now, he's tripled his money.
I tell you who the best player on that squad is, though. Graham.
Oh, Devontae Graham is awesome. I'm not sold on it all the way only because I think about
Both of them play the same position, too, but I don't know if they can play together because don't either one of them play deep. Gonna take that.
They can play together. LaMelo will set him up, but I think my pushback against
Who gonna play
Devontae
defense?
Graham, hey, they'll figure it out. If you score more points, D'Antoni taught us that with Phoenix, score more points. You don't have to play
You
defense.
gotta stop somebody.
Hey, you're talking about championship basketball. We're talking about selling tickets, box office, regular season. When you talking
They
about
only lead
that,
so far.
they can do that. But Devontae Graham, for me, reminds me a lot of Isaiah Thomas. Very short,
Good
high
comparison.
volume scorer, great in this situation. But if he goes somewhere else, is he successful?
He's good, man. I think he can go somewhere else and be successful.
We'll see.
And with LaMelo Ball being there, when his contract come up, he might be going somewhere. You never know.
We'll see.
But gonna move on to the. I want to talk about Obi Toppin and the New York Knicks for a minute.
Okay.
What you think about him?
I like Obi, but do I think he's going to be a great NBA player? I don't. I think he's kind of reached his ceiling. What you're seeing now from him is what he will always give you. I don't see much.
He's a grown man. He's 22 years old. So I mean, his development is pretty much there.
I just don't see it.
He's ready to play right
further
now,
than
I feel
that.
like.
Yeah, he's ready to play. Best I can see him being is 12-8.
12-8. No, that boy dumped the screws off the
Yeah, but he doesn't have a lot of bounce. That's more him being in shape. If he puts on 10 pounds,
That's all I seen him doing.
Hey, if he puts on 10 pounds, trust me, this guy's body type will not be successful in the NBA. He just won't be.
He from New York. You know what I mean? I think he gonna have that heart, man, to take them.
I don't think he takes
We'll see,
them
man.
anywhere.
You
He
think
is
so?
not. No, he's a good pick.
All right, him or Halliburton. Who you would pick?
I pick.
I like Halliburton.
I pick Toppin. But what I'm saying is nobody. These guys that you're talking about now, after the first 3 picks, I don't think anybody else is a game changer for your franchise.
Well, you don't know that yet because because I see some good guys past those top 3 picks.
I think the best thing about this draft.
I'm about to talk about some more of those guys.
Well, the best thing about this draft is we didn't see these players play this year.
We did in the tournament.
It struggled. Like it made us have these thought processes. This is all perception. We don't know.
Well, I think Albie Toppin is going to be good. I think Halliburton is going to be good for Sacramento. I want to talk about him for a little minute. He dropped in the draft a little bit, but he went to the Kings, and I didn't think they was going to re-up De'Aaron Fox after they got Halliburton. But
De'Aaron got paid.
yeah, he got paid. Man.
Show me the money.
So I don't know. I guess they think them two can play together, but I would have drafted a point guard if I ain't need a point guard. But he failed to him, so I mean they felt like hey they gonna pick the best player available, so that's what they did. And that was a good spot for him with the Kings, I guess, for the future, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with them 2 guards right there. I guess they're gonna try to play them together because Bogdanovich is going to the Hawks.
I think with that franchise, it's just a blind, close your eyes, fill things out, find out what works. It's been like
Find
that.
out what that big man gonna do this year.
I'm just saying, it's been like that forever in Sacramento, and the coach that they have, I love Luke, former Laker coach, but Luke's in the right spot. No expectations.
Right.
That's the coach you need to have.
Right.
No expectations, cool with the players, let them develop into whatever they're going to be, and use them for trade bait. But I'm not sold on any pick that the Kings had this year. Even if Halliburton does a good job, it's still the Kings. And maybe that's the best place to go for a rookie right now.
I think Halliburton's going to be real good. I think
he's
he's a star.
You got to think about somebody like Devin Booker in Phoenix. When you have a small market team that doesn't get publicity if they're not on top, ultimately maybe
They're going to get some primetime TV this year.
I'm just saying, maybe you get some opportunities to grow without the entire world looking at you. So therefore, who was the pick for the Knicks last year?
Your boy Barry.
Okay. All right. You see how long you struggled to get that out?
I remember.
When you go to teams like that, it's a struggle. When you're a rookie and you have the whole franchise on your back, and I don't want to put that on Obi Toppin's back. So R.J. Barrett can't do it. Obi Toppin can't do it. Maybe together they can, and they figure something out. But I don't see that explosion in New York that they need to be that prime time team that everybody wants them to be. It's the Garden.
We'll see in the future, man. They got some money to spend, and they got some decently young talent over there. But I want to move on to my Celtics and Aaron Naismith, the 52% from three-pointer and the 22 points a game, 23 points a game scored out of Vanderbilt University. I think he's gonna give us some good minutes this year for my Celtics, man. He gonna come off the bench. He gonna score a little bit, and he take pride on defense too. So I'm glad he gonna come in and play some little defense for us too. But we needed him on the perimeter. So I'm glad. He's a good addition to the squad. Welcome to the squad, Aaron Naismith. But after that, you don't want to say nothing about Aaron Naismith?
With Aaron Naismith, I think it starts on the defensive end. He comes off the bench. He earns his respect from the team on the defensive end. The Celtics are stacked. The Celtics have a good squad. Ultimately, they're handing out max contracts. They're moving things around. They're setting this team up for success. And as a rookie, I think all he needs to do is step in, earn the respect, and then let his offensive game show when he has the opportunity. I get it. It's hard to come off the bench and be a high-volume scorer, but ultimately he earns that respect. Playing defense, he'll be great on offense. So I can't knock that pick by the Celtics. I think the Celtics are moving the right pieces when you play this game of chess to be successful.
All right, I want to talk about Tyrese Maxey they went to the Philadelphia 76ers. He's good, man. I like him on the perimeter. I think he's gonna give him some good minutes, man. I was hoping for either Aaron Naismith or Maxey at that 14th pick that the Celtics had, and we got Naismith, but I would have been happy with either one of them. Do you know a little bit about Maxey?
I do. I think it's going to be a tough fit right now with the Sixers. When you think about Seth Curry and Danny Green going to the Sixers, he's going to be fighting for minutes as a rookie. And ultimately, you think about those players that they brought on. Seth Curry has gone through the struggle. He's fought So therefore, that rookie is not going to have an opportunity to have those minutes that you want him to have. So let's see what happens. I really want him to be successful. I think it's a great pickup. But I think that pick was just, when they're doing all these things in the background, are you setting this rookie up for success? That's my thought process.
Okay. All right, we're going to get started with this NBA free agency, man. We'll start off with the Lakers.
Woo!
We'll start off with Dennis Schroeder, that Dennis Schroeder trade. What you think about that?
I actually think Dennis Schroeder is a great upgrade to our team. He's not Rondo, but when I think about
He's an upgrade.
Athletic ability and better shot, I think he is Rondo, but we can't replace
This
what
man's an
Rondo,
upgrade.
Hey, we can't replace what Rondo did in the playoffs. It's very simple, but at the end of the day, I love this. This is a great fit with LeBron. He is versatile in regards to saying, hey, he can move off the ball, with the ball, it doesn't matter. I think this is a great addition, and LeBron will enjoy playing with this guy.
He's an upgrade from Rondo. That was a good addition. Along with the other additions, what was the thing about Wesley Matthews? And what you think about Trez Harrell?
I don't love Wesley Matthews, but one thing that I will tell you is I think it's an upgrade from Danny Green. Danny Green is in his head, jump shot not falling, and one thing...
I think they're the same player at this point in their career, but he's a lot cheaper, I tell you that. $2 million compared to 15.
Exactly.
And
I think that's the win. Because at the end of the day, they had 3-and-D guy.
Right.
They both 3-and-D. Wesley Matthews is flat-footed, slow to me. But
He been
hits his
saying that
shots.
Achilles are injured.
Yeah, he hits his shots, and at the end of the day, between him and Danny Green, I
Same player.
don't see a difference, but
Same player.
I actually feel like he's a little bit better.
Wesley?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. But what do you think about Trez Harrell?
Trez, I love it. He took a pay cut to come to the Lakers. I think he just loves LA, so
Yeah.
therefore he wanted to stay there. And I think this is a fit where if you play with LeBron, you get to the finals. That's how it is. Maybe not this year. I know LeBron's getting old. I know Dante is going to give me hell about it. But one thing I'll tell you, we won the chip last year. So therefore, Trez may be thinking, hey, this is a better fit for him.
Lakers
Hey,
are top 3 teams in the West next year.
well, Dwight left. Trez has a place, and you got
He went to
JaVale.
Philly. And but you didn't.
But think about it like this.
You actually upgraded in all those positions, man.
Think about it like this. If we go AD, Trez, okay, and JaVale, that still could work. Because
Yeah.
AD can stretch,
That's better than Dwight.
It is better than
Trez
Dwight.
better than Dwight.
So,
And Schroeder is better than Rondo.
maybe Dwight left. I don't know if the deal...
And you said Wesley Matthews is better than Danny Green. I think they're the same player, but I think all 3 of those are positives for you.
Yeah, but ultimately I wanted DeMar DeRozan. I wanted DeMar.
Mid-range, DeMar.
Mid-range
This
DeMar.
is 2020.
Hey, I love DeMar.
This ain't mid-range.
Only because, I'll tell you all this, if San Antonio would give a DeMar, all right, DeMar carries the Lakers through the regular season, let AD and LeBron
But
put the nail in
he's-
the coffin
He's
in the
not.
playoffs.
He's not built for 2020. He's a mid-range guy. He can't shoot the 3.
Game is smooth.
He can't shoot the 3 bro. Shit.
Game is smooth.
It's smooth.
Dwayne Wade could shoot
In
the
the
three.
mid-range.
Dwayne Wade could shoot the three.
And DeMar DeRozan, he costs a lot of money.
Hey, better than Gordon Hayward.
We'll see what Gordon do this year, but I don't think he's better than Gordon Hayward. We're gonna move on to the Chris Paul trade, man. What you think about?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Chris Paul went vegan, changed his diet. Last year, he showed us all something we didn't expect. I thought Chris Paul would go to OKC and die. No disrespect to Chris Paul. I appreciate you as a man.
It was a
I'm
bad
not saying
contract at the
die.
time.
I'm just saying it was a bad contract. We expected him, hey, he didn't get it done in Houston. He goes to OKC. Like, why do we care? And he took that team to the next level. I actually think he grew Shea. He grew Shea. So Shea will bloom this year. Shea will take over that team, but I like him going to Phoenix with Devin Booker, okay? And all the pieces that Phoenix is bringing around them. And I already seen Chris
Yeah,
Paul and Devin Booker in the gym already.
That big man DeAndre Ayton with Chris Paul.
Whew,
You talking about lobs?
When you think about Steve Nash, Steve Nash built Amari Stoudemire's career. So think about Chris Paul giving DeAndre Ayton this. This is a gift. This is a gift from God. He's giving him a gift.
All three of them can make the All-Star team this year.
I agree.
I think
I'm not pushing back. I agree. And I think Devin, I talked about this with somebody yesterday. Devin Booker, he's a spot guy, right? He's going to get you, he can give you 30 with ease. He gets to his spots. He's not breaking, he gets to, you can't break him mentally. He's going to score.
A better version of Clay?
Who? Clay?
A better version of Clay?
Oh, yes.
Well, Booker.
Devin Booker is the closest thing we have to Kobe Bryant. He's the closest.
I think Kobe might tell you that himself because both of them were tight.
Devin Booker is the closest thing. If you look at Devin Booker's game, offensively, defensively, he needs work. He needs a lot of work. Offensively, he gets to his spots. And I'm talking about Kobe Bryant, 24 Kobe Bryant, not 8 Kobe Bryant. But Devin Booker now, he gets to his spots and he scores with ease.
This guy gonna help him get to his spots. I got them top 3 in the West, man. I don't know.
Oh, Phoenix, in a short season like this, you start December 22nd, Phoenix will get going. Phoenix will be one of the best teams in the league.
I think Phoenix better than Denver.
Phoenix will be one of the best teams in the league the first half of the season.
I think they're going to be top 3 seed in the West.
I don't
My top 3 seeds in the West, Lakers, Clippers, Suns. Who you got? Top 3 in the West.
Honestly, that's a tough question. I think the Lakers start slow. I think they end up being...
I'm talking about just as far as once the playoffs get here, I'm talking about period.
Playoffs?
Top 3 teams.
I don't know the coaching situation in
one of two of those 3 teams will be in the West Conference Final. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that. Ultimately, the Clippers scare me because coaching, it's a whole genre of change.
Yeah, that Tyronn Lue, that's gonna be a great addition, and they got this Serge Ibaka addition. We're gonna talk about that later. But right now, I guess we'll move on to the Drew Holiday pickup with the with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay, so the Drew Holiday trade was trash. I love Drew Holiday. I think he makes Milwaukee better. Milwaukee gave up too much.
Way too much. Three first rounds.
Just too much. So therefore, if you go get him, you go get him. Pay him a little bit more money, but at the end of the day, the Pelicans beat you guys because you paid too much to get Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's been out there for years. Nobody has chased him. You could have got him for cheaper than that last year, 2 years ago, with ease. But, Eric Bledsoe didn't give the Bucks what they wanted, and they want more of a Drew Holiday, pass first, somebody who can knock down a jump shot, has that pride,
defense.
High expectation. I like Drew Holiday for them, but gave up too much.
Gave up too much, but I love me some Drew Holiday. He locked down on defense. He can get you 20 on the other end. This man, look at this man right now. He guarding Giannis right now. I mean, he guarding whoever. He taking the best matchup every game.
And I think Milwaukee is really focused on, hey, we don't care about money. We don't care about picks. We're trying to win now. So therefore, I think they're making these moves to keep Giannis. Because if I'm Giannis, I go to Miami. Better weather, no taxes. You can build your family there for real. Who wants to live in fucking Milwaukee?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but me personally, I'm probably what I think he will do and what I would do personally. I think he will resign.
Hey, yeah, I respect it, and the Bucks are trying to put pieces around him to make sure it happens.
And I'm glad they kept DiVincenzo. I'm glad they didn't let him go in that Bogdanovich trade because I think DiVincenzo he's gonna be a pretty good player for them coming out the bench in the future. He's a good young guy. But we're gonna move on to the Seth Curry pickup with the Philadelphia 76ers.
I love it.
I love it too.
Very simple. Doc is gonna make Seth I get it.
Daryl Morey, man, he been moving some things around, man.
Doc is gonna treat Seth just like Austin. So therefore,
that's his son-in-law. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think it's a great pickup with Ben Simmons. I think Doc's gonna treat Ben more like a Magic Johnson.
He don't need to be shooting. Yeah, he don't need to be shooting.
You don't have to push the shot. I get it. His 3-point percentage is
you got this boy to shoot.
Yeah, but I'm
this
just saying,
is a shooter right
you
here.
added Denny Green.
He's not a shooter. You can't even talk about him.
Okay, you added Denny Green.
He's not a shooter.
You added Seth Curry.
That's
Okay.
a shooter. That's a sniper right there.
When Ben Simmons drives, if you don't have Embiid from the lob, all right, you can't hit your little hook shot. You can't go to the basket. You have Seth to the right. You have Danny to the left. Boom, knockdown shooters.
This guy needs to start. He don't need to come to the bench. This man need to be starting right now, man. I mean, Seth Curry is. I'm big believer in Seth
Hey,
Curry.
I'm cool.
I don't know why Dallas let him go.
He'll come off the bench, but I'm cool with his game. He's earned his right here in this league. Seth Curry may not be Steph, but at the end of the day, like he
Shoot
did,
daylights out of it.
he left a small college with the Duke, earned his name. He went the G League first, earned his name, came to the league, earned his name. He'll keep earning his name. Good pickup.
Daryl Morey been doing a good job in that front office, man. I don't know how he got rid of that Al Horford contract. Well, I know how he did. He put a first round draft pick in the contract and sent him on his way.
Put a first round in anything.
They had to get rid of that contract. That was one of the worst contracts in the NBA. But we're gonna move on. We ain't gonna talk about Al Horford. We're gonna move on to Christian Wood and the Houston Rockets, man. I think this is a good pickup for the Houston Rockets. I was hoping myself was gonna pick up Christian Wood, man. He's a nice big man in my opinion.
I think what happens
3
with the
years,
Houston
$41 million.
Rockets is this is the next lottery team. When you lose D'Antoni, it was sad. D'Antoni wasn't going to ensure you winning, but at the end of the day,
I think they'll be in a better situation with Silas. I like Silas. I like Coach Silas.
you might like him, but
And this is a good addition right here.
everybody on this team is leaving. Westbrook is leaving.
Them guys, all right,
Harden is
we're
leaving.
gonna go ahead and talk about this. Them guys under contract, man. Them guys can't go nowhere. They're not free agents.
This ain't the NFL. This ain't Major League
It ain't.
Baseball.
It ain't. That's
One
what I'm saying.
thing that happens in the NBA, if you want out, you get out. All right. So watch James Harden,
All right.
John Wall, and Russell Westbrook get out.
This is the reason why I don't think they're gonna get out. You can't trade Russell Westbrook for a box of cookies right now. He doesn't have good trade value. And then Harden, they gonna want everything for Harden. I think a good spot for Harden and a good trade spot would be Philly. I mean, Philly for Embiid would be better for Philly, but I think they would want Ben Simmons. But you know what I mean.
I don't think you can give up Simmons.
I definitely don't think he's going to Brooklyn.
He might force it. Will it work? No.
It won't work because
It doesn't matter if it
They want
works.
to trade. They want to trade at least off.
What we're talking about is this: him getting there. He might find a way to get there. Will it work in the long run? Probably not. Not for me. All right, Kyrie, KD, James Harden, divas, all of them.
I don't
all
even
three
think that
divas.
trade works for the Houston, so that's not even a discussion. I think that Philly trade works for Houston though.
I just think Houston's gonna be a discombobulated bunch.
They are because you got your two superstars and they don't want to be there.
They don't want to be there, so therefore it doesn't
And I hate
matter.
this. I hate this guy got to deal with that, but he didn't sign for the money. He done went to a horrible situation.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like I just don't think Houston's a competitor because it's gonna be a lot going on to get them on the right track. That's just me. So bringing people onto this team, it's bad for those people coming to this team.
Right.
This is a broken team.
Right. It's just bad chemistry, bad locker room. I hate that for Coach Silas too, man. He don't deserve that. His first
Good
year.
guy.
Yeah, good guy. First job. All right. We'll get into Steven Adams. That Steven Adams trade to New Orleans Pelicans, man. What you think about that?
Hey, you said 3 teams will be in it. This is the 4th team right here. The Pelicans.
Now, if that fat boy don't get in shape,
I like Zion. I like Steven Adams. I like Lonzo. I like Brandon Ingram. I think they have every piece they need to actually be the 4th seed. What do you feel?
I feel that fat boy ain't gonna get in shape. And I feel they ain't gonna be in no top four seed.
I think the best thing about Zion is you don't have to talk about shape when somebody's less than 25.
Be 300 pounds.
That's cool.
It's not cool.
300 pounds and with a 40-inch vertical. He's Daryl
That's not
Dawkins
good on his knees.
living again. It doesn't matter. Until he's 25.
He stop eating.
Until he's 25, it doesn't matter. Right now,
It
if he
matter
can
right now.
jump like that, at
He'll
that
get hurt again.
Hey, if he can jump like that at that
He
weight,
gonna hurt himself seriously. He gonna
He's
tear
fine.
the ACL or something.
4th seed or no?
No.
Where?
They ain't playoffs.
Okay, that's cool enough.
Especially with this guy.
Cool enough.
I like this guy. Steven Adams, he gonna bring him some toughness on that squad. and good help on that front.
And BI is a
He gonna
top
go out
10.
there.
BI has been a top 10 player this year.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Lonzo playing defense and passing the ball
Lonzo's
to Zion.
He's a screw. JJ Redick's good.
Okay. You still got that. You still have all these pieces. This is a playoff team. Yes
Yeah,
or no?
of course.
Okay.
7 seed.
That's all you need. Get to the playoffs and see what happens.
They'll get there.
Zion he's gonna have to lose weight when he gets older, but until he's 25, it doesn't matter.
He got to lose weight now. But we're going to move on to Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
I talked to somebody about this. He deserves $15 million a year, 17 points a game. What is it? 8 rebounds or 6?
Yeah, but that's on our squad because you got to think about we got a lot of forwards.
Come off a bad injury.
If he would have got the bottom boy, he might have got 20.
And
He got 17 coming.
he was supposed to sign a deal with the Celtics, $35 million a year, and he did.
34. Well, he had
34.7.
He had a player option for 34 million.
34.
He turned it down.
Turned it down.
For 30 million a year for a longer contract, which is smart.
And for somebody being Caucasian, you can do that. As an African American,
Turn down 34 million for 30 million.
I wouldn't turn down.
Hold on. This man turned down $4 million for 4 years.
So possibly
He ain't gonna get 30 million for 4 years, so that was smart for him to stretch that out.
Okay, no, it's a great deal. It worked out. I'm just thinking at that point in time when he turned out the deal, maybe he knew something we didn't know. But at the end of the day, Gordon Hayward is not worth that money. He's not.
I ain't say he was worth it.
Okay, I think he's a great addition to a team, a great ball player. The guy is good.
That team probably gonna make the playoffs.
But he's still making money off his worth in Utah. And at the end of the day, if you put me in Utah, I'll give you 32 a game. Period.
No. Gordon Hayward's a decent player. He's pretty.
Is he worth $30 million? Yes or no? A year.
In the hell?
Okay. All right. So my opponent here is telling you he's not worth it.
No.
All right.
But he's worth it. Well, Charlotte, they need somebody. Somebody gotta take that money. Free agency, ain't no free agency coming to Charlotte.
I
Somebody
love
gotta take
this
that money.
thought process. Somebody gotta get the money. Send it to me, please.
Somebody gotta take it in Charlotte. Ain't nobody coming to Charlotte, so hey. Gordon Hayward in Charlotte's a decent fit. They got LaMelo, Graham, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington. They might make the playoffs this year. We'll see. If this guy can stay healthy, he'll get about 20 points this year. A game.
Gordon?
Yeah, if he can stay healthy. He got 17 this year. Three points on him, on that squad.
Sounds
He's
good.
I think so. But we're gonna move on to Rajon Rondo and the Atlanta Hawks. Man, Atlanta Hawks been spending money like, man, they just spent Gallinari, Chris Dunn, Bogdanovich. They done picked up a lot of talent. What's the thing about that? They're offseason.
Hey, I might get some Hawks tickets this year because the
Right.
Hawks actually have a team that can actually compete. So
They gonna be in the playoffs. I guarantee you that.
All I
with
want
that
to
squad.
see is good basketball, and I got to social distance, put a mask on, put 2 masks on. I'll be there.
They'll be letting fans in the game.
I like these pickups, these trades, everything the Hawks are doing. Trey's going to get better. All right, Trae Young will be a top 10 player very soon, if he's not already. At the end of the day, I think the Hawks make the playoffs with this team.
Definitely.
They spend a lot of money, and I want to see what they can do.
Man, listen to this lineup right here. Trae Young at the point. At the 2, you got Bogdanovich. At the 3, you're gonna have Gallinari. At the 4, you have Collins. At the 5, you have Capella. That sounds like a playoff lineup to me.
Playoffs to me.
So
all I ask,
and Rondo coming off the bench.
if I live in this city and I want to see good basketball, like that's all I ask. Put a team up that can compete. This team can compete with anybody.
They can. So I look forward to seeing what they're gonna do in the Eastern Conference. It ain't that hard to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, so we'll see. I think the highest they can go probably like 6 seed in the Eastern Conference.
But I love Rajon. Rajon's my guy.
He took the money too, man. 15 million 2 years.
Took the money. What he did for us last year in the playoffs. I was disappointed in Rondo for years as a Lakers fan, but to see what he did in the playoffs, he actually slowed us down in that second team, and he made us be successful. And I can't knock it. When you thought about that third person, who's going to be a superstar, it was Rajon Rondo. Like, and we expected somebody else to be that superstar, and it was Rajon.
Did a good job for the Lakers this year, and we're gonna move on now to my Boston Celtics, man, and the Tristan Thompson pickup. I got a Kardashian in my locker room, bringing them reality TV cameras in my locker room. I'm not liking that at all, but we're gonna see. I'm liking his. He gonna help me on the front court though.
All I'll say is
I hope he
this about
starts.
Tristan. I want to see what type of work ethic he has.
He averaged 12 and 10 last year.
I think
Pretty decent number.
I think what's going on with him is his life is coming together. And ultimately, you know, I guess he's back with Chloe. I don't know much about the reality TV scene or anything like that.
I just know he gonna bring that into my locker room. I'm not liking that at all.
It looks like he's back with Chloe. He has a very beautiful daughter. At the end of the day, maybe he's slowing down. And if he's slowing down, maybe he can focus on basketball.
It's a good fit for him, I know that. He's on the contender. We've been trying to get him for a little minute. I thought we could get him last year at the trade deadline.
I'm just saying, if he's focused on a team that
he better be.
I think his game rises. I think this is a good picker for y'all. At the end of the day, I think, you know,
We need the front court here.
losing Enes Kanter, losing Al Horford. I think this is a pickup for the Celtics that actually helps you guys.
I think he helps on the front court. I hope he starts. Bring Daniel Tice and Robert Williams off the bench. I'm proud of this pickup. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Jason Tatum. He got his money. You know what I mean? Big $200 million for 5 years. Hey man, he deserved every penny. He's been doing a great job, man. I just look forward to the future and what you gonna do for the franchise and where you gonna take us. I already know you're gonna take us somewhere. So somewhere great. Looking for that banner number 18. So hopefully you can take us there. So we'll see. But we got Jeff Teague also. I'm not liking that pickup.
I actually love the pickup. Jeff Teague, I played against him in high school. One of the best players I've ever seen, period, ... Maybe I'm not that good, but this guy he's a good pickup. Left Minnesota, okay. Team didn't work out. Came back to the Hawks. Hawks didn't want him. Goes to Boston. I think he is the comeback player that feeds the ball to Jalen and to Jason. You get rid of Kimball. You have to get rid of Kimball. Kimball can't be on this team.
If we can trade him, I don't think we can trade him.
Somebody will pick him up.
I hope so. That's a big contract.
Maybe he goes back
3 years left on that
Maybe he goes
contract.
back to Charlotte.
Hey, send us Graham. We'll be glad to give him to you. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we'll have Kimball on the roster next year. But good pickup, Danny Ainge. Proud of this pickup, Tristan Thompson. We're gonna move on to the LA Clippers and Serge Ibaka. And we think about this pickup.
Pickup's fine for me. I don't think he changes the game.
I think he does. I think he's an upgrade over Montrezl Harrell.
I actually don't. I think he's on the decline of his career.
He is, of course, but he's better than Montrezl Harrell.
He's better. You are correct. But I need to see what he's going to do.
This guy has a ring.
When he,
This guy went to go play. Went to go. What it do, baby? He went to go play with Kawhi. He went to go play with a man.
Maybe the Clippers force this upon. They want to build that relationship to make Kawhi feel comfortable, because that Kawhi and Paul George relationship is not going to work out. Paul George is a B-list player. He has A potential, but his work ethic is B.
I think Tyronn Lue gonna get that up out of him though.
I hope he does, but I just don't think he will. I think the Tyronn Lue coached the team with LeBron
Tyronn
James.
ain't gonna let you.
I think LeBron James coached those players. Tyronn Lue was there, and that's just how I feel. And Tyronn Lue. I'm just saying I'm not sold on Tyronn Lue as a coach.
I like him.
It's cool if you like him, but I'm just saying, if you have a LeBron James on your squad, he can control the personalities and things going on in the locker room. I don't know what's going to go on because
that's about X and O's wise.
I'm just saying. I think about this.
Yeah,
I think about this playoff series. Okay, you have Paul George. You have Kawhi Leonard. Right? Paul George did nothing. Okay, we expected that. We expected Paul George to do nothing. All right.
But this guy's gonna help you guard.
But I'm just saying, Kawhi had an off game.
He did one. That's game 7. But this guy's gonna be able to guard Jokic.
He had one off game, and when you heard about that locker room experience, Montrez is not there because of that locker room experience. Because Paul George attempted to blame everybody but himself.
He did.
And Montrez left because of that. I guarantee it. He went to LA because he loves LA as the area, right? You go to the Lakers for less money because you know what? I don't want to be a part of this non-vocal leader in Kawhi. And Paul George trying to be a vocal leader, and he's not vocal. And he don't put up the numbers to be vocal.
Trez was trash in the playoffs. That's why he got 19 million. He would have got 18 million if he wouldn't have been trash in the playoffs. Jokic did him in. This guy gonna be able to guard Jokic. That's what they needed in the playoffs. They need somebody to guard Jokic. And this guy, he protects the rim and he can step out and pop a three.
I'm just saying the Clippers failed horribly. I think the biggest disappointment of last year are the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, but they won't be a disappointment this year with Tyronn Lue.
We'll see.
But I think them and the Phoenix Suns, I think they're going to battle it out. And then whoever wins that series is going to face the LA Lakers in the West Conference Finals. That's what I think. So we'll see. But that's all we got, man, for the NBA. We start back on December 22nd. So we'll have our NBA preview show coming up real soon, man. But until the end, I'm going to sign off, man. This is Dante Williams. Jarvis Francis, man. Sign off, man. See y'all next time.
Wonder where you are. Wondering where you are. Wonder 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 where you
digging up resources, hitting deals coming off the E-course. Hitting the booth, I'm killing shit, I ain't having no remorse. Jarvis pulling up in a gray Porsche. I been on the track like a racehorse. I was looking for it in the dark. I seen a lot of people get scarred. We was in the cut, you might call it alley. They was smoking midget, we was smoking Cali. I was in the bed, then I made a rally. I was in the trap riding on some rallies. This is no cap, I was paying salary. We was moving weight, we was counting calories. We was counting up, trying to make a way quick. Pizza Hut started making plays. Peanut butter, good size 8Js. Trying to make money 5-8 ways. I been dying now, I'm flying to Jamaica. White boy party, I done died 8 Jaegers. Fuck that party, I keep my mind on my paper. Fuck that shit, I got the mind of a taker. Fuck that bitch, I got a queen and an acre. BLM, I'm going black like a raider.
Wonder where you are. 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 Wonder where you are.
Running, trying to get up on it. Running in the city, running in Saucony. 7-9 running, got a couple ponies. 7-1 money, wrecked it last summer. Going too fast, trying to rake in all these commas. Looking for it, I done dug a couple tunnels. Running workout, I done been a whole runner. Blue flame, we done been some whole stunners. West Atlanta put malice in my mental. Got my apartments looking like Allen Temple. Call my partner, I'm coming back in a rental. Call my lawyer, I got a stack for his dinner. 2 degrees, I got clear communication. 2 degrees, I'm still trapping like I'm baby. Mama clueless, she just happy for a baby. I didn't choose it, the shit just gravitated. I been underground, I been in the basement. I been trying to dig up a large pavement. I be spitting this shit for real, y'all just be spitting y'all shit for entertainment. I ain't got no limit, catch me in a tank. Stack the money up till that bitch faint. Hop on top, then we shoot off like a stop. Free as fuck, tell me where you are.
Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are. Wonder where you are.
Yeah, up there. I ain't have a bus fare. Yeah, now I got a test squad. I can't get enough pals. I can't do enough math. Tough scene when I seen on the bluff out. All 14 hanging with the rug racks. We all in the huddle asking where the love at. We putting money in hoping that it come back. In our mind it's always combat. In the pain that's where our songs at. In the game we just lucky to come back. Freedom of mind we just lucky to see it. I'm free in my mind, I'm just lucky to be it. I'm free in my mind, I gorilla my tree. I gorilla my grind, I'm swinging from trees. Invest in my seeds and options and stocks. It's left up to me, no option to stop. At 73, I'm keeping it stopped. Man, fuck all that shit, I'm dropping the top. I pop and pop out and hop back in my buggy. It's known on my side, I'll be keeping it duggy. It's known in my trial that I've been through the ugly. All of my life I've been looking for lovely.
Wonder where you